Hello, can you guys hear me? It's good? Awesome. Okay, so like Sally said, thank you very much for the introduction, it was beautiful. My name is Denisse Oceguera. I am an alumna of Archbishop Mitty High School, go Monarchs, and I am a current freshman at Azusa Pacific University. My talk will be about kind of like my journey of why and how I'm here today in college, and just, anything that can, fill the gap. According to DoSomething.org, 32% of minority students drop out of high school. In addition, 75% of the crimes committed here in the U.S. are done by those students who did not continue their primary education. I, along with numerous other minorities, am supposed to be a part of these statistics. My first generation peers and I have been put into this category since the day we set foot into this education system. And the day I became aware of these statistics was the day I vowed to defy them. Now, after 14 long, difficult, yet worthwhile years later of education, I am making my mark. Despite my many hardships and financial obstacles, I have broken the mold. None of this could have been possible without the countless hours of dedication and time the faculty and staff at Breakthrough Silicon Valley gave me and the rest of its students. My journey with the program started 6 years ago when Executive Director Tina Briseño came into my 6th grade classroom. I was a bit nervous at first, mostly because I knew there was so much talent in the room, feeling as though I was not going to bring anything special to the program. But that's where I was wrong. From the minute I joined the program the summer after 6th grade year, I was welcomed into a community that would quickly become my second family. A family that would serve well far beyond my summers. This past May, I proudly graduated from their 6-year program, and this past May, I proudly graduated from their 6-year program and later went on to become a teaching fellow for Breakthrough this summer. I am the first in my family to attend college. That, in and of itself, brings its own challenges. Without Breakthrough there to guide my family and me through the daunting task that is college applications, you guys know what I'm talking about, I would not have been able to understand and successfully complete it. With that, my path to college has not been a journey that I have taken alone. I have had counselors, family members, teachers, and friends who have sacrificed their time to help me get to where I am today, to accomplish my dreams of a better future and a better education. So that is a picture of me where I'm roughly 8 months, and I, along with countless other families here in the Bay Area, am an immigrant to this country. I came to the United States from Mexico for the first time when I was a 1.5 years old, and I came with my mom and my grandfather, and of all places, we landed in Nebraska. We were there for roughly about like a year or so before the people who we were living with deported us, my mom and I. And for some reason, for some miraculous reason, we were let off the hook. And my mom soon married her husband, and we moved to San Diego. In San Diego, since he was involved in the military, we were stationed in Japan, where I lived for 3 years, and I did kindergarten to 3rd grade there. And I really believe that being able to have the opportunity to be in a military family and to really go abroad and, at such a young age and be impacted by different culture and different language really set in stone my passion and my dedication to pursuing a higher education and just in general pursuing something that I love and that is my dream. Most times in the military, families are stationed various times throughout the year, sometimes 2 to 3 times a year and throughout their lives. And so, especially if they have children, the education system within the military unit has to be always one step ahead of wherever the child and the family are from. And so when I was in 2nd grade, I was, working with PowerPoint, doing typing stuff on the computer, learning how to do cursive, and doing things that here in the States wouldn't be introduced to students until they were in 5th grade or even middle school. And so having that advantage really helped me, set my foot in the ground into what, I wanted to do when I was older. And so after Japan, we moved to Denver. There for 2 years, and it was a fantastic time. Unfortunately, my mom and her then husband had to get a divorce, and we moved to Texas. There we thought we were going to stay for quite a bit, but life had different plans for us. So my mom found a long-lost friend that she grew up with in the little town in Mexico that she is from, and that's how we came to San Jose. In San Jose, I got here when I was in the 6th grade, and I knew absolutely nobody. It was a completely different place. I started middle school at Hoover Middle School here by the Rosicrucian Museum, and I am an alumna also from there. And there is where I found Breakthrough. From Breakthrough, this amazing nonprofit organization that has been my guiding star for my family and I, they introduced me to countless opportunities. They pushed my limits. They showed me who I was inside, and they brought it out of me. They made me see my potential. They allowed me to exercise different wants, different desires, different just interests that I had. And from there, I was introduced to a scholarship called Jack Kent Cooke. And I applied, and this is a very selective scholarship that only 50 students in the United States get it every year, and luckily I was accepted into it. Because of that, I was able to travel the world in the summer to enrich myself with knowledge so I can, better, the word I'm looking for, better set myself apart from my other peers who are also first-generation students. The reason why I was able to go to Mitty was because of the scholarship. They paid for my scholarship, they paid for anything to better my education. Being first generation really can get into people's minds and can really put us into a certain stigma, but I definitely feel that everybody in Breakthrough does an amazing job to really break that. This is a picture of me at my graduation last May, where I proudly graduated as a California Scholarship Federation recipient and a National Hispanic Scholar. And from there, being born in a small town in Mexico to being here in the United States and graduating from a private high school in the Bay Area, it's really been a huge jump. I was reached at the moment in which I needed the most help. And after that, guided down a path that I would have been deprived of if not made the commitment to go far beyond my comfort zone and let myself be molded by such great minds. I have a lot to thank Breakthrough for, but ultimately I owe it to myself for taking the risk and going into the unknown, trusting that they would take care of me and show me the way. It definitely has not been an easy task, but it has been one that I would not trade for anything in the world. I am in college now, on my way to obtaining a bachelor's degree from a 4-year university, and prepared to take on the rest of life's challenges and make them my own to overcome. Although there was no one specific moment that I can say changed who I am today, the small ones that have occurred do add up to one big life change. The opportunity to go beyond what I once thought were my limits. You all can make a difference and begin to know those who are in your greater community. You don't have to go across the globe to make an impact or be impacted for that matter. All you have to do is start where it matters most, here. All of you can have your aha moments and opportunities for inspiration if you take the risk of going outside of your comfort zones. As I mentioned above, I had the privilege of working with some of Silicon Valley's brightest underprivileged minds and some of the nation's most intelligent teaching fellows and staff, such as Delrisha White and one of your very own, Sally Wan, this summer. You can do the same. Maybe it's not through teaching, but rather through STEM or performing arts, but whatever it is you're passionate about, do it. Not for the college application or for the perfect internship, but for yourself and the opportunity to see greatness arise in those who are most looked down upon. Thank you.